thanks for organizing the events and giving me this opportunity to present about Vidullanka. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is a snapshot of Vidullanka. We founded in 97. Now will be 25 years this September. And we got listed in 2005. Today we have a generation capacity of 186 gigawatt hours. Just to put it into a little perspective, Sri Lanka on a day needs about 35 to 40 gigawatt hours a day. So what we produce is adequate for 5 full days to run the country. And this is how our story started. We had a slow start at the beginning, the first few years, but in a very capital intensive industry, so need a lot of capital. So from 2007 onwards, we have been having a steady growth. Last few years has been almost an exponential growth. What you see here in the red is the projects under construction. We have 2 solar projects under construction, 2 megawatt and a 10 megawatt in Sri Lanka. And I put here pre-construction because we're almost ready to start on a 20 megawatt solar project in Malawi. It's overseas. And then you see the dotted line. Now, any of our industries, we need to work on a big pipeline, then only things materialize. Not everything what we invest, work on, get materialized. That's the irony of our industry. And that's time we end up spending a lot of money, especially if you're working overseas, a lot of money goes. But when it clicks well. So not all these projects will come in line, but we have a vision 2025 to reach 100 megawatts. So we are pretty confident that we'll be able to achieve with the project pipeline what we have. Go to the next slide. Our portfolio, it consists of mostly hydro in Sri Lanka. Our lowest portfolio is solar, but we believe that's where the biggest growth will come in the future. Most of our focus is on that. It's more easier to implement, but returns are not as great as hydro and other in the sectors. But today, most of the renewable energy industry is moving in the line of solar because it has become the cheapest source of renewable energy. This is the countries we are looking to focus. We want to put ourselves on the internet world map. So we'll be hopefully we're already operating in Uganda. So hopefully we'll be in the future operating in Zambia, Malawi, Pakistan, and few more countries to come. It's a few pictures of our projects under construction. The Vaunati 10 megawatt is actually a joint venture with Windforce and High Energy. And like I mentioned, the Malawi, we have a 50 megawatt, the first phase of 20 megawatts. Some groundwork is done, but the real construction will hope to start very soon. Now to the crux of this whole presentation, the financials. So you can see from 21 to 22, we had growth in most of the financial indicators. The revenue, profit after tax has a remarkable increase. Our ROE has a slight dip. This is mainly because we have dollar assets, and once we translated them into rupees, our asset base went up. So that actually brought our ROE down. But it helps to expand the balance sheet. So today, our net asset value per share is above our market price. So it's good time to buy. It also helped to reduce our gearing. We have achieved the A minus rating, which shows the company is quite stable. Our earnings per share also has gone up with the profitability, and our equity base also has increased due to mainly to our profits and also due to translation gains. While we work on our profits, we want to also focus on the triple P, that is people and planet. So we have a CSR arm, we call it Vidusavya. Under it, we have 3 separate segments. One is the Darwanta Diriyak, where we try to support school children who excel in sports and academics, and even differently able children. So under this program, where we help our students of our employees, we also help the students in our neighboring project locations. We have also ensured that each of our staff, every child has access to a laptop. Under government area, we do carry out a lot of infrastructure development in the areas we operate. Most of our projects are in remote areas, and those communities are in need of a lot of support. So we try our best to meet their requirement. Also, we contribute a lot to the reforestation. We call it Ratata Sevana. We have a program to plan and also ensure continuity of those planting to make sure we have 100,000 well-grown trees by 2025. Recently, we added another aspect to it, where I know you might have heard of a plant called Colombo. It's a invasive plant. It's mostly they are in our Buddha National Park. So we have started uprooting all those plants. And even the last 6 months, we have actually cleared almost 80 acres of this invasive plant. And we are happy if anybody wants to join. We are very happy to welcome anybody who wants to join so that we can take it forward. Bundala Park has about 3,000 acres of this invasive plant. And I think that needs quite a lot of attention so the park becomes uh, more suitable for the elephant population there. So with all this, I want to highlight the challenges what we are facing. I think it's no secret our biggest issue is the delayed payments from CB. Now it's on a cycle of 10 months. So while we have profit, when it comes to cash, we are in a bad situation. We also see a challenge of development of hydro because the potential for hydro in Sri Lanka is going down. All the good sites have got developed. Whatever is available will come at a little higher, will come at a higher cost. So I will consider the potential to be now less. Our other biggest challenge is the rising finance costs. While we want to grow, we need a lot of debt funding, especially being an infrastructure focus. So this is definitely a huge challenge. And I'll on the next slide explain to you how we hope to meet that challenge. And also we have issue about rupee depreciation. It increases our input costs. But of course, we have benefited also tremendously because of the rupee depreciation as we have a substantial overseas revenue. So actually, this is helping us more than one of the few dendro power plants, which is a challenge, and we are continuing with it. The biggest issue is the supply of fuel wood because of supply disruption due to fuel shortages. And also there's a lot of competition now coming in with many industries shifting from furnace boilers to wooden boilers. Let me take you through how we are facing these challenges. So with regard to CB, we are continuously engaging with the CB to see how we can payments. Quite a bit of time is spent on it. And we also want to now see how what areas we could expand into, reducing our dependence on CB, Ceylon Electricity Board. So, and we also now looking into, we have a lot of experience in development hydro project. We have good engineering and a project management team. So we are trying to offer these services, engineering, procurement, and construction. And we're already discussing and negotiating a few international contracts. So hopefully we believe at least one or two contracts we'll be able to sign off before end of this financial year. To meet the rising finance costs, we are looking into, sorry, can we go back to the earlier slide? Okay, we are looking into joint venture partners with couple of funds, which helps us to reduce on our dependency on debt capital. And with regard to the fuel wood side, supply side, we are increasing our land mass. We are negotiating with Mahaveli firm to planting of fuel wood along the irrigation channel, and also increasing on our collection center. So we hope these will all materialize and help us to have a good supply of fuel wood where we can supply to other industries also. On an overall perspective, our strategic direction going forward is to focus more on overseas. So while we are there in Uganda, we hope to add Malawi, Zambia, Pakistan into our areas of countries of where we plan to operate. We are now very strongly looking at EPC contracts where we help others to develop hydro projects. And like I said, we hope to conclude at least 2 contracts by end of this year. We'll be also prioritizing on solar, seems to be the fastest growing in the renewable energy sphere. So we have 2 projects under construction, and both we hope to have it commissioned before end of this year. We also will capitalize on our relationship to build our business. We have good now partnership relationship with many international funders through which we believe there will be more opportunities which will open to us. And like I said, the fuel wood supply we want to expand because a lot of foreign exchanges goes out by dependent on furnace oil. So we want to increase the fuel wood supply in this country so that valuable foreign exchange could be saved and also it ensure continuous supply for our plant. With regard to investment in Sri Lanka, I mean, it's fortunate that Sri Lanka is now really, the government is looking to have quite a big renewable energy target, which will definitely give a lot of opportunities for companies like us. But we want to be very cautious here because given the delayed payment, I think we will be very cautious and only if we see an improvement in the payment pattern, we will be looking to invest further in Sri Lanka. And like I said, the partnerships are very important for us. So this is a snapshot of the partners which we are working with. Obayashi is a big conglomerate in Japan, and then the other 2 are renewable energy funds operating in Africa. Fluid Dam is a company in Japan which is investing with us on our solar project. And locally also, we have a joint venture partner, Windforce, with whom we have 2 hydro projects and 1 solar project under construction. And we are working with them also. While we are competitors, we work together also. We believe in collaboration to expand our foothold in renewable energy in different countries. So this is a snapshot of all what I said. And in conclusion, I would like to say is that Sri Lanka has good engineering skill, and we have managed to take it to the world. And I would say we all of us should capitalize on it and make sure our engineering talent is taken to the world and bring in foreign exchange, not dependent only on sending our ladies to work in Middle East. We need to capitalize on our engineering knowledge, and that's what we are trying to do. And we will try to put the Sri Lankan engineering knowledge onto the global map. So that's about it. Thanks a lot.